Mercury, who has slept with hundreds of homosexuals, is terrified that he may develop the dreadful disease. The revelations came from Paul Prenter, Freddie's former manager. He was photographed with his GP, Dr. Atkinson. The article described him as haggard and gaunt.
To write in rage, then I thought it better to use your trade.
The next day, Joe Haynes of the Daily Mirror made an extraordinary attack on Freddie. He was sheer poison, a man bent, an apt word in the circumstances, on abnormal sexual pleasures. His private life is a revolting tale of depravity, lust, and downright wickedness. For his kind, AIDS is a form of suicide.
Su música comercial, la enfermedad y muerte de Freddie Mercury confirmó las sospechas de muchos tras las recientes publicaciones de patéticas fotografías del cantante.
We do feel absolutely bound to stick up for him, because he can't stick up for himself anymore.
I also wanted to correct a lot of the misinformation the press had printed at the time of Freddie's death.
For the last 18 months of his life, he was hounded by press outside his house. And we all have been up to a point. It's quite incredible in this country. But he really was a prisoner in his own house for the last 18 months of his life.
He was quiet, very reserved. Just plain ordinary Joe Bloggs on the street, really, because he wasn't.
That definitely makes us very angry, because he was, certainly the Freddie we knew, wasn't wildly promiscuous. He wasn't consumed by drugs, any of these things that people are saying. He had a very responsible attitude to everyone that he was close to, and he was a very generous and caring person to all the people that came through his life.
I mean, he was a very private guy. They got nearly all their facts wrong, and that they missed out the point of what he was actually like in private, which was actually a very shy, gentle, kind person. He wasn't the kind of persona that he put over on stage, because, he was an entertainer.
There was one big story saying Freddie died alone, basically saying there was nobody there.
And it makes his friends, I know the people who looked after him right to the end, I mean, they all get very angry when they see the way that he's represented in the English press, especially the tabloid press.